the role this plays in today's youth in their life and how it is relevant to mental health.
Yeah, this is something that we, need to talk about for sure, because social media, technology, iPhone addiction, it not only affects our mental health, but it affects our sleep. It affects our social interactions, our relationships. So I think it's a really important topic to not only talk about, but also to teach our kids how to achieve a balance when it comes to using their phones. A lot of studies have been conducted on this topic, and they have found that excessive use of phones, social media has led to impaired social interactions within this generation. So, and there is this increased sense of isolation. When we're looking at Facebook or Instagram and we look at how many likes we get, that is a very short-term feeling of excitement. And it doesn't compensate for this, for the sensation of touch. So when you are sad or you need someone to talk to, if you go to someone and talk to them in person and they put their hand on your shoulder or hug you, that releases certain neurotransmitters or chemicals in the brain that make you feel good. And you don't achieve that kind of with satisfaction from using social media. I think kids also tend to lose a touch of what's real life and what's virtual life. So in virtual life, on Instagram, all of these celebrities, these influencers, as they're called, they post things that make their life seem amazing, like nothing is wrong. So then kids compare their lives with problems. All of us have problems. They compare it to these virtual lives and then, feel feelings of inadequacy. Whereas we all know that in real life, it's chock full of problems and, no one's life is perfect, but kids tend to lose sight of that. And they've even found studies that actually being addicted to the smartphone leads to an imbalance of neurotransmitters or chemicals in the brain. So it leads to an increased level of a chemical called GABA. And this chemical usually is a depressant. So it tends to lower your mood, decrease your energy, kind of depresses your nervous system. So, there's a lot of disadvantages when it comes to our social media and technology use. Of course, I know I can't live without my iPhone anymore, but you have to set timeline or guidelines rather on when to use it and when not to use it. And we have to teach our kids that too. Brush up on that, the newer iPhones and the newer phones now have settings built in that help you monitor how much screen time and how much social media you're using on the phone. So this development, I think, just happened in the last few weeks on the iPhone. So it's just important to be aware of, because if you want to monitor how much phone and social media you're using, you can actually use your own phone to do that. It's just interesting.